Hello guys, it's Allie and welcome to the second week of AGPC, taking photos in public. I know this is a different style of video than the usual episodes, but this is just quickest for me because I don't have a lot of time because with winter break coming up, I've just got no time because I have projects, tests, all that jazz. Anyways, pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much this week, the contestants had to take their photo in public. We also do have another guest judge this week, and that is the winner of AG and DM Cycle 4, The Doll Place, but more specifically, Paige from The Doll Place. So you will be hearing her critiques, Bekah's critiques, and my critiques. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. The first photo comes from All Dolled Up. It just catches your eye, especially because this bokeh is so bright and vibrant. There are slight shadows on her eyes, but that doesn't bother me too much, and I think you could have toned down the highlights on her face a little bit more.
For All Dolled Up, I really like this. It's just the face is a little blurry, so just try to set the focus to her eyes. I love the colors and the bokeh.
Hey guys, welcome to week 2. So I decided to wear a disguise this week because, why not? So anyway, for the first picture we have All Dolled Up. I would say you can't really tell this photo was taken in public, even though I know it was. But I think it would have been cool if you actually showed more of the location, since that would go with the theme more.
Hey guys, it's Paige from The Doll Place, and I am this week's guest judge on AGPC. Hi dog. This week's theme was taking pictures in public, which I cannot wait to see your guys' pictures. The first photo is from All Dolled Up, and I love the way this photo looks. The doll you chose works really well with the setting. I love the bokeh. I do notice that her face appears kind of blurry, but her eyes are like really bright and pretty. I maybe would have cropped off a little bit from the sides just to get her more in like the rule of thirds rather than having her right in the center.
Next up is Blue Moon AG. As I said last week, I personally am not a big fan of the grain. I do wish the angle was more at eye level because it looks like she's staring at the ground, and the lighting is a little bit harsh for me, and I feel like that's part of the reason why her eyes look really, really dark.
Blue Moon AG. I can't tell if the ice cream is edited or not. It kind of does, but it looks too big for her. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it kind of throws me off. And she also is looking downwards, so you can also fix this by turning her head or taking it at a different angle. I really like the location, and I think if you had maybe taken it from a wider angle, it would have helped if the lighting maybe wasn't perfect for doll photos. I think a wider angle showing more of the location versus just the doll would have helped a lot.
The next photo is from Blue Moon AG, and I just love the setting in this photo. Its colors are just gorgeous. The ice cream does look kind of fake, and the lighting is a little harsh, and there's a lot of grain going on, which I don't really like grain that much. And I wish the doll was looking up more because she's kind of looking at the sand. But other than that, it's really cute.
Next up is Pepper and Salt AG, and this is just adorable. You also utilized the whole taking photos in public theme really well because we can clearly see the playground in the back. There is a slight shadow on her face due to the time of day that you took the photo, and her eyes are also really dark, so they just look like black holes. So try brightening that up and just adjusting your lighting in general. It's really cute and I like the posing.
Next we have Pepper and Salt AG. I love the dogs that are framing the photo, especially like how one is like closer than the other one. And then I think all the colors go really well together, and I can tell that you really took this in a public setting because of the background. So I really appreciate that.
Then we have the photo from Pepper and Salt AG. I love this. It's clearly taken in public at like a park, so like you're in public. Her outfit is super cute and works really well with the blues in the background. I love how she has her dogs with her. Her face is a bit shadowed, but it's not like horrible, and this is a really cute photo.
Next up is the AG Studios 380. You have a really nice depth of field with the really crisp doll and rock, and then the blurriness in the background. The doll does look slightly off-center, which bothers me a little bit, and I also like your lens flare at the bottom. But I just feel like there's not a lot of visual interest, so maybe if you had another prop or made her face the camera, it would look a lot better.
Next we have the AG Studios 380. I think this is a really pretty photo, and I like the location that you took it at. You could definitely tell it was in public, but I think something with just showing the back of her head, it just looks a little boring. So I think if she was turning her head to the right, maybe like this way, it would have helped balance out the photo, because it's kind of heavy on this side, because like with a stick, and then there's like nothing but like blank space here. So I think if her head was turned, it would balance out the photo a little better.
The next photo is from the AG Studios 380. I like the movement of the background and like the depth of this photo, and I really like the setting, but I wish that we could see some of the doll's face. I do like the idea of trying like new angles and stuff, but I just think we should be able to see her face at least a little bit, just to make the photo a little bit more interesting.
Next up is Flowers AG. There is a filter which I'm not too big of a fan of, and I feel like the photo is also a bit overexposed. I just feel like if you edited it differently, it would be a lot better.
Next, Flowers AG. I was actually fine with this filter. I would just adjust the highlights so we can see the details in her top, so it's not just bright white.
Flowers AG. I think I would have liked to see this photo either a little bit tighter or more wide, because it cuts off right at the ankle and it's kind of just distracting. Same with the white bag, it's like cut off at the end, and I think it draws attention to that side. But I also think the filter kind of throws me off. Like, I think it might just be a personal preference, but I don't like how faded like all the colors look.
The next photo is from Flowers AG. There is a little too much exposure in this photo, like, and there's lots of whites, her shirt, her purse, the background. The filter also kind of throws me off, but I do like this setting with the Christmas tree. It's really cute.
Next up is Dreamful Dollies. You have a little gradient that I believe you added in the corner, and it's so pretty. And I do wish, since you said that you have taken it at a park, that you showed the park a little bit more to show more of a public theme, because this could have been taken really anywhere.
For Dreamful Dollies, I don't know if the flare was edited in, but the yellow kind of contrasts with the rest. But I love the framing and this photo overall.
For Dollies, this is a really gorgeous photo. I think the only thing I would say is there's like a red spot like in this general area. I don't really know what that is. But yeah, I think like this thing is just a little distracting to me. But otherwise, I really love the props in her clothing, and yeah, I think this is a really pretty photo.
The next photo is from Dreamful Dollies, and I love the setup of this photo. I like how she's holding her skates in her arms. I do see some red, like a kind of red spot near her head that's kind of throwing me off, but the photo itself is really well put together. I would have liked to see that it was more obvious that it was like taken in public though, rather than just having her next to some trees, but it's super, super pretty.
Next up is Project AG Runway. I really like the angle that you took it at. However, the editing is just a bit off for me. I feel like the doll is very overexposed, and there are a lot of shadows on her face due to the branches, so if you had taken it at either a different time of day or a different location on the tree, it would have worked out a lot better. I do like the color harmonization though.
For Project AG Runway, I love the red and white throughout this. The shadow on her face is a little distracting. I would have tried to edit it out completely somehow, or make it even darker, because right now it just kind of looks like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Project AG Runway, I think this is such a cute idea. But like the lighting is harsh, I'm sure you probably already know that. So maybe taking this at a different time of day would have helped, or finding an area that was maybe more in shadow. I also would have liked to see her full body, since she is up in a tree, and I think it would have been cool to see more of the location around her, rather than just placing her like in the corner, zooming in on it.
The next photo is from Project AG Runway. The lighting is pretty harsh, lots of shadows. I do like the outfit along with the red ornaments in the background, like the color harmonization and stuff. Also, it's not a photo that doesn't really look very public, I guess. I mean, she's kind of just in a tree. There's not really like much action.
Next up is Scraps of the Sky. The doll looks really edited in though, because I feel like if she was actually there would be a shadow. So I'm a little bit skeptical that you took this photo in public. The lighting conditions are so different on the doll in the background that I feel like it just does not blend together. But I really love her outfit and how it all goes together.
For Scraps of the Sky, I didn't know how I felt about the black and white background at first, but it actually probably blends more than the original colors. It was probably like a green, and then the cars were a different color. Also, this is really picky, but these 3 things on the floor maybe could have been edited out. Her outfit is adorable.
Scraps of the Sky. I am not sure if the doll's edited in or if she's propped up on something and you erased something under it, but it kind of looks like she needs a shadow because it looks kind of really fake, and I think maybe it has to do with the lighting and everything. I like your idea of like living colorfully, but I think it would have been more effective if you had other dolls in the background that were grayed out, so it would show that she stands out from everyone else rather than just like the world around her.
The next photo is from Scraps of the Sky. It was really brave to do the black and white background with the doll being colored, which, like, I'm not sure I really like it all that much in this particular photo. I do like the idea of it, however. I wish there was more, like, happening in the background, also in black and white, so, like, there could have been other dolls, just something, not just bushes. Like, and it could look more like you took it in public using that kind of thing. Also, like, if you did that, it would make it less basic, because this photo to me just is kind of basic. And the pose doesn't look very natural, but good job.
The next one is AG Spirit Studios. This is so cute, and I think you utilized the whole public theme the best because I know that you went to a JCPenney and it looks like an actual display in the back, which I really like. The angle could have been a little bit lower so it was more straight on to her eyes, and you could have brightened her eyes, and I think the whole photo in general.
Next is AG Spirit Studios. This is so adorable. The colors probably should be adjusted and the face may be brightened, but I love the pose so much.
AG Spirit Studios, I really, really like this photo because I can definitely tell you took it in public, and I think the angle that you took it at makes it look really realistic, and I like how you have the cart and all the items that she's shopping for in it. I think it works really well. The only thing I would say is it looks a little bit yellowish, but you are taking it in the store, so at the same time, kind of true to the disgusting lighting that we normally have in stores.
The next photo is from AG Spirit Studios. I love this. The setup is, I love the setup of this. You can definitely tell that it's set up in public. I love the whole set, how she's shopping. The lighting is a bit yellow though, and like kind of dark.
Next up is Glass-Handed Dolls. So this is a really pretty doll, but she is a little bit dark, especially because you have lights in the background. You need to make the doll a bit more vibrant. I would have added a bit more bokeh on the other side because you have one side that's so cluttered and then the other side is not as blurred, so I would have, I guess, changed her angle to make that possible. She also has a few flyaways on her wig, which would be great if you could edit those out. Really cute though.
For Glass-Handed Dolls, this outfit is so cute in her hair. Her face is just a little bit yellow. I would brighten the eyes because right now the background with all the lights is like brighter than her, and I'm drawn to that first in a way.
Glass-Handed Dolls, I think the doll is looking downwards a bit, so that would have helped if her head was turned or if you took the photo at a different angle. And I also think it's like slightly yellowish greenish, so adjust the tones a little bit in your editing. So yeah, that was all my critiques for this week. Bye.
And the last photo is from Glass-Handed Dolls, and I love the lights, and her hair color is absolutely gorgeous. I do think that like the tones of it should be adjusted just a little bit. They're kind of like greenish, and she looks kind of like hazy, but this is really, really pretty. Okay, so that is all of my critiques on the photos, and it is such an honor to be in a guest judge for AGPC this week. And thank you so much, Allie, Bekah, and Andrea for having me. And good luck to each and every contestant.
So those are all of the photos for this week. So now I'm going to insert on the screen the final ranking. So once again, I calculated up all of our averages and divided it by the amount of judges to find the overall placement. So next week's theme is going to be a very fun one, which is right up Bekah's alley. We are going to be doing music video recreations. So pretty much if you have a music video, it could be a newer one, it could be K-pop, it could be a really classic one. Just try and recreate it with dolls. And the reason we picked this theme is recreations are something that is really hard to do. If you don't have a bunch of wigless dolls lying around like Bekah, it can be very hard. but I feel like if you can do a really good recreation, it will really pay off. So pretty much we want you guys to send in your recreation of a scene from a music video, and ideally a screenshot of the actual music video so we can compare it. If you guys have any questions, ask us in the chat. Thank you so much for everybody who helped out, and especially the Doll Place for being our guest judge this week. Good luck next week, and I'll see you guys soon with a new episode of AGPC or a regular video. Goodbye!